Laboratory is here for each and every one of you. Make some noise if you're ready for the show. You ready? I'm ready to kick things off. Make some noise for me, folks, if you're ready for your opening contest.
A lot of pressure put on himself by Mark Adam Haggerty. This is the first show under the Haggerty regime. So let's make sure
Ladies
that we
and
do
gentlemen,
a
the
good
one and only Mark Adam Haggerty. We are all so blessed. We are all so blessed.
So Bear Beefcake is challenging both members of Lion Dynasty, regardless of a tag partner or not. And I'm getting word from the back and from Mark Adam Haggerty that this is actually going to be an official handicap match. And the Lion Dynasty still taunting Bear Beefcake with that mask of his partner. So I guess this is official. We're going to have a handicap match here. Mark Adam Haggerty signed off on it. So it looks like this could be a traditional handicap match where both members of Lion Dynasty are going to have to tag in and out while Bear Beefcake is on his own. And I'm being joined right now in the commentary booth shaped like a table by Brandon Cabral, the ring announcer.
An exciting way to start our show. I was terrified.
I was about to say, good thing you're wearing the black pants today.
Yeah, no, they would have seen right through it.
So, just to catch you up to speed, I already let everybody know, it seems like 1/2 of Bear Country has been taken out, and Bear Beefcake is stepping up to honor his partner and take on both members of Lion Dynasty.
I was in the back room before, and Bear Beefcake had a serious look in his eyes of absolute pure vengeance. He's ready to take out all of his frustration of losing his partner on these two men here today.
Yeah, the strong style branded athlete barely budging from Nico with that shoulder tackle attempt. I mean, now it's the immovable force meeting the unmovable object.
It is absolutely a real Hulk versus the Thing situation here. These two hulking gentlemen trying their best. And now we see here a handicap situation really coming into play.
Plowing right through Lion Dynasty and a double shoulder tackle. Takes down both members of Lion Dynasty. Nico Silva and Robo, the Punjabi Lion.
He truly is from Bear Country, man. That was a huge slam.
And this isn't to take anything away from the Lion Dynasty. These two men are huge hosses. Bear Beefcake's throwing them around like they're small children.
Oh, goodness.
That's a lot of bear meat coming down across your chest.
This is the equivalent of large boulders being thrown at each other at high velocities right now.
This is lions and no tigers, but definitely bears.
Oh, my.
And the crowd really into it. As there's a bear hug. Why wouldn't there be a bear hug?
Well, if your name is Bear, you gotta do the bear hug.
But the referee's got to get his partner out of there. This is still an official handicap tag match, so they have to tag in and out.
And it looks like he's calling for him now. Let him know, get out of the ring. Your partner is the legal man. But I will say this, Bear Beefcake is doing the work of two men right now, staying up, taking it on his own.
But how long can that happen? Because, again, it's a two-man advantage. And these aren't two small men. These are two behemoths trying to take it to Bear Beefcake right now. And he just shrugged Nico off. The immense strength.
Ooh, and the high kick there.
Oh, my God. Beautiful clothesline by Nico Silva.
It's that tandem work of tag team action that we love and we find so exciting here at Wrestlers Laboratory. You get these quality matches here and no place else.
Beautiful double back body drop by the Lion Dynasty.
Just classic tag work. They're out there doing the team gimmick, and they're doing a wonderful job.
I just wonder how much this is going to pay into Bear's attack plan. He was planning for a tag team match. A tag team wrestling is completely different than a singles match or doing it on your own. You have to tag in and out. And if you don't have anyone there, you get zapped.
Well, not only that, he is by himself, and he's a big guy. And we all know big guys, they can get winded. So how much gas does he have left in the tank? That's a fair question to ask.
And, he's where he doesn't want to be right now. He's in that Lion Dynasty corner, and they have the advantage.
And as you're seeing here, classic tag team work right here. One goes in, the other goes out. One goes in, the other goes out.
And this is a great example of what the rest of the show is going to look like. This is a great representation of Wrestlers Laboratory as a whole. We always bring in the newest, fastest rising, hardest hitting, great stars that the independent scene can produce.
Our focus here at Wrestlers Laboratory is to bring you radical, experimental, entertaining content. And that's what we're doing here every single match. I mean, look at the vicious chops that are being laid down here. And
Bear Beefcake fighting back, but there was a blind tag from Robo there to Nico. And a double super kick into the corner.
How much more can one man take? I mean, I understand the pride. You want to show your partner who's been taken out that you can stand up to these two vicious competitors, the Lion Dynasty. But
beautiful super kick there by Robo, and Robo going quick into the cover, goes for 2. No!
And a kick out there. Still fighting, still hanging on, but for how much longer, Beefcake? How much longer?
Exactly. It's still 2 against 1, even though that one is built like a refrigerator with a head. It's still a 2 against 1 situation.
And of course, you do have the Bear Country manager, the top dollar handler, J Enterprise out there trying to get them back, going, and it looks like it might be working.
Beautiful agility by the big bear, that Beefcake.
He looks like he's got that second wind.
And that Wrestlers Laboratory crowd getting hot and fired up for the Bear Beefcake as he goes into one corner.
And
2 corners. Throwing Nico into Robo. And then a big bear splash.
Ooh, a Nico sandwich.
He almost touched the ceiling on that back body drop.
I felt the whole room shake when he landed.
But he's taking too much time now. He's trying to pander to the crowd. This might come against him.
This could backfire.
And he's also catching wind.
I mean, if there's anyone in here who loves showmanship, it's me. But I'll tell you what, there's a time and place.
Robo going to the top rope. A beautiful knife edge chop from Bear, stopping him in his tracks. Nico stumbling out of the corner. So is this a Samoan bear, possibly? I didn't know they had bears in Samoa.
No, see, he's an extra from Hobbs and Shaw, and he just kind of picked up on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that man has 2 monstrous men on his shoulders.
Oh,
he dropped one off like nothing.
Oh, and he sandwiched him. He sandwiched him, laying him down like it's nothing.
You know what? Bear Beefcake might be able to do this on his own. I mean,
the feats of strength you're seeing here today by Bear Beefcake.
I mean, they're a great tag team. Don't get me wrong, Bear Country is an amazing tag team. But not to say anything, Bear Beefcake's really holding his own.
I mean, here I was thinking I was scared of Lion Dynasty. And I got to tell you something. Bear Beefcake, scared but in that kind of way where I want him to fight someone for me.
Yeah, definitely somebody
I want on my
have
side.
on your side.
Oh!
Codebreaker style maneuver into a beautiful German suplex to the bridge.
Strength!
And Bear Beefcake's still in it.
Bear Beefcake not giving up, digging as deep as he possibly can here.
I wonder what's going to happen. But Lion Dynasty's stumpfounded. They don't know what to do.
Well, at this point, they're throwing everything they got at him. They're trying every possible maneuver they could think of. And Bear Beefcake just keeps getting up, keeps taking more. He's showing that big man spirit that we often see in the ring, where they keep taking brutal punishment, and they keep finding a way to fight back.
And Robo brought in a chair. Nico and Robo playing with that. It's not a folding chair. It's one of those hard plastic chairs.
And J Enterprise coming in here now, removing the chair from the ring, but that may not bode well for him.
J Enterprise, you know, he's in the wrong part of town.
I would not want to get cornered by these two men. This is a rough
Especially
situation.
wearing a sweater vest.
It's the middle of August. What's he doing in a sweater vest?
Jay, get out of there.
There you go.
Right way to run.
There you go.
That is the right way to run to that huge bear.
Oh!
That's like a bear bulldozer.
Opting not to go for the cover.
He's electing not to go for the cover.
What are we seeing here?
He's positioning
setting up something big.
Trying to get the crowd into it. This might backfire on him. He should capitalize while he has the advantage.
There's a big man doing a big man thing. Oh!
Forward moonsault, no water in the pool.
Oh, goodness.
Here's Nico setting him up.
It's hard to recover after eating Matt like that.
Exposing that jaw, and here's Robo with a super kick to the temple. Robo's calling for the end.
This is looking like it's it. It looks like it might be lights out for Bear Country.
And he's picking him up like he's nothing. As Nico ascends to the top rope into a beautiful sit-out Death Valley driver and frog splash combination.
What a splash.
And then 1, 2, 3. And the Lion Dynasty pick up the win in this handicap
Ladies and
match.
gentlemen, your winners from Boston, Massachusetts, Lion Dynasty.
Lion Dynasty picking up the victory here.
This should be an exciting match. I apologize to leave and come back. I'm playing double duty here tonight.
I just was saying on commentary that Brandon Cabral doing double duty here. He's going to get his cardio and his steps in today.
This is all the exercise I'll get for the month, so I really got to work it.
So what we were saying is that this match, these two gentlemen were originally going to be tag team partners together against the Mainstay Posse.
That
the
was
Mainstay
the plan.
Posse, you know, following that card subject to change tagline, Mainstay Posse had some issues and they weren't able to make it here. So Wrestlers Laboratory, being experimental, creative, and everything, with the direction of Mark Adam Haggerty, decided, you know what, let's take these tag partners and put them in a singles match.
All this did was create opportunity for these two guys to come out here and show Wrestlers Lab exactly what they're all about. Now they no longer have to work as a team. They can work as individuals and showcase their specialities, what they do, what they bring to the table. And we might see them again in the future here at the lab.
And the big thing about these two men making their debut, as we said, they were going to be a tag team. So what did they talk about each other amongst each other? Who knows more about the other? What offense should they be prepared for? I mean, they seem pretty evenly matched right now, feeling each other out. Beautiful swinging arm drag by Overtime.
That was excellently executed, beautifully. Look at that.
And then Taiga Style with his arm drag of his own. These men are pretty evenly matched right here.
Listen, if there's one thing I'd say about Taiga Style, that's that we all know about Wu-Tang, and it's nothing to mess with. And I feel like he's bringing that energy here today.
I'd have to agree with you. A beautiful springboard bulldog right back out to the outside, and then a springboard senton that misses. Look at these men, just so evenly matched. Roll through, picking him up, and then walking him through. These guys are not small. They're not small men. These are actually fully grown, very muscular adults.
What I'm seeing here about TJ Crawford is I'm understanding.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but tease him for that overtime maneuver, the bullseye, that double underhook.
I'm saying that's why they call him Overtime, man. Look at him working hardcore out there. He's already put in the time, and now he's going to the next level.
I mean, I don't know if he'll take this as a slight or not, but to me, Overtime represents like an early days Davey Richards.
Oh, that's a slight. How could you? That's a lovely compliment. Oh, and he's sent to the mat there by Taiga Style Lee Moriarty.
I was gonna say Taiga Style might take offense to it, and he's hyping himself up. Is he gonna go flying? And a beautiful swing out and catches himself. These two men are highly athletic, and a beautiful enziguri.
The pace of this match has been absolutely incredible. They have been going at 100% since the second that bell rang.
Whoa! Right out in front of us, dives into the first row.
Looking right at us.
I liked it when we were back up on the stage. I felt a little safer. Now these guys can end up in our laps by the end of the show.
This is what happens. They ask me, they say, Brandon, do you want to do commentary? I say yes. And then they say, okay, we're going to put you in harm's way. And I go, again, I'm already in the ring.
And, over time, TJ Crawford, he actually just came back from a 10-day tour in the United Kingdom, and he's picking up a lot of that British strong style, the European style.
That.
He was representing with LDN promotion, so you can see a lot of the influence there with those stiff kicks.
Absolutely. He's got real stiff striking, real stiff kicks.
Beautiful Russian leg sweep into the float over.
Very nice.
And it looks like he's going to be going for it again. Nope. Taiga Style coming out of it. And then
I think what we're seeing here is the fact that they were initially going to be a tag team is really coming into play, because these two seem to know each other pretty well. Which leads me to believe that they have...
Beautiful half sit-out suplex goes for the cover. 1, 2. No!
So close.
Yeah, these two gentlemen, that's a detriment about knowing each other, even the slightest bit, as a tag team.
You get to know your partner so well, and even if ahead of time you start to say, hey, what do we think? How are we going to make this work? And then you can use that to your advantage if you ever face that person as an opponent. And we're seeing that here today. The two men know each other from just even if it was just a passing conversation. They know at least something about their opponent, and they can exploit it.
And Lee Moriarty trying to ground TJ Crawford down. And TJ Crawford, he's quite the globetrotter. Not only did he go to the United Kingdom for 10 days, he actually moved from Chicago all the way over here to New Jersey to try to advance his career. And
That's dedication is what that is.
And Lee Moriarty, he's no slouch either. He actually went down to Mexico with Lowrider in El Oriental to work on his game. So it looks like Lee, he's going to be up in his lucha libre style if he can get his bearings back from that kick.
The athleticism we are seeing on display here today, and this is just the second match of the card. We have a full evening worth of show left. This is absolutely incredible. This is what the lab is all about.
Trying to go for that Taiga Driver 19 that he has. Oh my God!
And a
beautiful
kick.
Roundhouse kick.
Right to the face.
Worked into that full Nelson, back elbow out of it, and then a forearm shiver, then another Pele kick.
How?
These guys are hitting so
going?
hard.
How do they keep doing it? How do they find it in them to get up after every hit? This is amazing to me.
And listen to the crowd here. The crowd very happy with these Wrestlers Laboratory debuts that they have. And you know who's even more happy? The guy who's running the lab, Mark Adam Haggerty. really digging the performance being put on by TJ and Lee.
He's got that very special Mark Adam Haggerty grin on right now, and it is just a real sight.
It would be a shame if these gentlemen got knocked down for a count-out loss, but look at that, catching each other,
look at that gaze.
matching the gaze.
Oh, and there's the Fury. Stiff shot to the face there.
Yeah, these guys are going to go, shot for shot, forearm for forearm, lifter for lifter.
Punishing
Lee
each
Moriarty begging overtime to hit him even more. Lee Moriarty, and TJ happy to oblige.
We're getting to that point. Who's man enough? Who can keep going? Who can keep standing?
Who can keep going, or who's going to make that first mistake? Oh, lifting knee by TJ. TJ trying to put Lee Moriarty away, but there's still some fight left in the man known as overtime.
I mean, he's going deep into the gas, but I don't think Tiger Style coming through here.
Tiger Style with a beautiful 619 style maneuver to the gut.
All right, not quite able to get all of it. Looks like he might have gotten his wrist there. He comes back with a nice crossbody.
Goes for the cover, 1, 2, no!
And that's so close, but not quite there. Look at the shock on his face.
Lee Moriarty wants to put TJ Crawford away, but overtime, really kicking it into overtime to make sure that he doesn't have his wrestling debut end in a loss.
I mean, this is one of those things for both these competitors here. They want to come out here swinging, and they want to win in their debut match here. You don't want to debut and have a loss on your record already. You want to come out here strong with a win.
Absolutely. Tiger Style he's trying to go for that Tiger Drive in 19, but, overtime. Oh, beautiful tilt-a-whirl inverted slam, and he's going for that bullseye maneuver. Man, these guys, whoever's going to hit this finisher, they're probably going to walk away with the victory.
Overtime
so
now,
evenly
losing
matched.
his grip. Oh,
overtime.
Stiff shot to the back there.
Oh, overtime. Trapping him in the corner. He's got him trapped.
He's got a
Tiger,
look.
Tiger Style can't get himself out. Oh, a beautiful drop kick.
That was brutal.
It's a beautiful drop kick for everybody except Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty looks absolutely knocked out. I can't imagine recovering from that, but he's still there somehow.
He almost hit that bullseye maneuver, and Lee Moriarty coming out of it.
Sent overkill to the mat. Bringing him up.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That was the Tiger Drive in 19. Will this be the end? And that's it. Wow.
Gentlemen,
Pulled it out very last minute.
Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty pulling out the victory. And look at that. Katie Arquette from Hollywood showing sportsmanship.
See, she understands that if you extend a hand, it can advance you in the business. Like, she knows the business, again, from Hollywood. These are the Arquettes we're talking about. This is a Dynasty situation.
You did miss Miss Arquette actually made sure that I had to get a shout out to Uncle David, and she said I should know who that is.
Yes,
and I'm pretty sure I do, but for legal
David
obligations,
from Frasier.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like we're seeing here.
But
and there it is. That's how Hollywood does it, man. That's how Hollywood does it. That's Hollywood for you, man. Sometimes you think you're the top, and Hollywood's there to let you know. Guess what?
I don't know if the queen of the silver screen should be doing that. Delmi Exo, she's called the #1 tough guy for a reason.
I mean, look at her demeanor, man. She is ready to go out there and show Miss Arquette what to do. However, she has all of Hollywood on her side. I don't know what we're going to see here tonight, but I'm very excited.
I think Katie Arquette's almost taking this a little too lightly. I mean, this is a history
classic Gator Roll situation here.
Yeah, this is a history-making match here in Wrestlers Laboratory. This is not only the first women's wrestling match here in Wrestlers Laboratory, but this could play into future effect of a women's championship.
Oh, absolutely. We could see a women's championship in the future. And I'll tell you right now, I'd love to see a championship on someone with some Hollywood royalty. Bringing that around, showing people what it means to be big time in the business.
She's looking for, I guess she's looking for motivation? Oh, brings her in for a nice tight headlock.
And that's the kind of thing that you can expect. Sometimes you got to find your way to get to the top. But Delmi Exo, she's here showing that she means business as well. Look at the strength.
Delmi Exo she's not a slouch. One half of the Sea Stars with Ashley Vox. I mean, granted, normally a tag team competitor, but she can hold her own in a singles contest.
I have seen Delmi Exo in singles competition a few times.
Beautiful crucifix pin.
And
Kick
every
out by
time
Katie
I see
Arquette.
her, I am always absolutely marveled at her ability. Her in-ring talent is absolutely second to none. She brings the thunder every time she's out there. But with that being said, I got to go back to it, man. What are you going to do when you come up against big time, big name, Arquette style. You know, it's tough, man.
I think there's a lot going against Katie Arquette. Not only does she have her Hollywood lineage and her uncle who wrestles now, she also, this is her debut and the first ever women's wrestling match, singles contest here in Wrestling's Lab.
There is a lot happening here today, and this is the kind of stuff, once again, we want to say, this is what the Lab is all about. We are here at Labnormal 2, Ridgefield Park, at the Knights of Columbus, which is, I would like to say, somewhat of a home base for us, man. We are always here putting on incredible shows, and with a history-making night like tonight, with our first women's singles match here, it's shocking to say the least for every single person here to know they're witnessing history in the making.
Absolutely. Head scissors locking Delmi in, but Delmi, she's not the most durable face in wrestling for nothing, coming out of that and grabbing that side headlock on Katie Arquette.
Now, did you see the slick look on Delmi's face? She gave her a nice little wave there. That was a real, oh, I see you, honey.
Wait, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Brandon, but she's calling for a noogie. Oh, wait a minute, that can't be legal. Stop doing that.
That's just me. That's some schoolyard bully nonsense, madam, and we will not take kindly to that here, sir.
That's Hollywood royalty.
How could you do that? Uncle David is going to be very upset. He was a world champion once.
He was, of a certain organization that ended with a W.
There was some spray paint involved. It doesn't matter. The point is,
and Katie Arquette trying to get the advantage on Delmi Exo. And Delmi Exo with an old school amateur takedown and grounding Katie Arquette to the mat.
I will say this. I think I'm seeing Delmi Exo's one weakness here is that she's very confident in herself. And that confidence will come back to get you, man. Because you may not be looking for your opponent. You may be too concerned with showing off a little bit for the audience here.
Right you are, Brandon. Right you are. But Delmi Exo trying to maintain control of this match. Katie Arquette whips Delmi into the corner. Goes in, beautiful leapfrog over, and Delmi not giving a second to rest. Swinging her out, possibly going for a backstabber. Oh, my goodness. And Katie Arquette trying to roll away, but Delmi into the cover for 1-2.
Nice kick out there. Now you got to wonder what you got left in the tank. She's looking for a timeout. I say give it to her. She needs a minute. That's all right.
She's not calling for a timeout. She's saying cut.
Oh, excuse me, cut. Let's do the scene again.
Yeah, but Delmi doesn't want to give her the cut. Oh! Drop kicks her right in the back.
Oh, no. Everyone's back to one. We're going back to one. Places, everyone. This is just too much.
Delmi Exo is quite the fan favorite here.
Hey.
Oh, shit. No, we're back.
You put that slate down.
We're back now.
Okay, we're back? Okay,
yeah.
All right, so here we go. Oh! And we heard that going throughout the entire day of the Knights of Columbus here in Ridgefield Park.
Oh.
Looks like she might be coming around for another one.
Oh, she's doing it again?
Oh,
no, that time it was right to the face. I would have rathered the chop.
But her face is the moneymaker. This is Hollywood we're talking about. This is the queen of the silver screen. You can't be treating her like this.
Well, it looks like Delmi Exo is going to take a deposit out of that moneymaker right now. She's smashing her face all over the ringside area.
All right, now they finally found their way back.
Don't play too much, though, Delmi.
Oh, sends her down, smacks her head on the way.
And that's right, Katie. That's right. That's right.
That's right, Hollywood
I'm getting stares from the entire crowd right now. But I'm sorry, she's Hollywood royalty.
Calling for the
Listen, I wanna go star in some TV shows.
Listen, I brought a script with me. It's unproduced. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna give it to her, but the point is let's get in good here. We can start that cartoon we've always wanted, Brendan and Brandon.
That's right. But Katie Arquette, she's trying to get that easy count-out victory. I don't know if she wants to do that for the very first women's singles match here.
No matter what, they've already made history. So if this is the way they choose to end it, this is the way. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case as Delmi Exo rolls back into the ring.
And then a clubbing blow from Katie Arquette to the back of Delmi Exo.
Oh, boy.
The advantage is in Katie's court right now. Let's see if she can capitalize.
I think what we're seeing here is exactly what I said before. Delmi was very confident a few minutes ago, but that has come back to slow her down, and she's winded a little bit. She's having a hard time making it back to her feet. Katie seems to be in control of the match now.
But again, Delmi Exo, #1 tough guy. It takes a lot to say that. There's a certain wrestler with orange hair in another organization that walks around calling herself the man. Delmi Exo's calling herself the #1 tough guy, and she's backing it up.
And she's proven it here, as she does in all of her matches.
Beautiful leg drop by Katie Arquette. She going for a pair? Yes, she is. Maybe 3? Oh, she's got to go for that cover. Referee, get in position. 2? No.
Delmi able to kick out there. Shocking, to say the least. I mean, she went for the full 3X there. 3 leg drops real quick.
That was him. That was that fan over there, not us.
No, we're fine here, madam, please.
Not us. We like you.
We're fans.
By the way, we have a script.
We would love to pitch you. Oh, that was to the throat. That can't be legal. Oh, and that's another one. But I guess, you gotta do what you gotta do to make your way to the top.
Yeah, but Delmi fighting out with those thunderous forearm shivers right to Katie's face. Gets out of the ring.
The toughness that we're seeing on display here. We're showing what women's wrestling is all about here at Wrestlers Lab. Oh, throws her to the ring.
Beautiful throw from the top. Katie Arquette trying to capitalize. Goes into the cover. 1, 2. No.
Another kick
2
out.
count.
Delmi digging as deep as possible, mining every last bit of heart out of herself, trying to keep going here.
And the crowd really getting into the Hollywood starlet here. But she's trying to bring it back to her pace, her control with that beautifully applied chin lock. And listen to the crowd here. Listen to the crowd really being excited for the very first ever women's singles match. I'm so excited to see more coming here in Wrestlers Laboratory. So Delmi Exo and Katie Arquette is not dealing with these fans. She's shrugging them off, and Delmi Exo thrown into the corner. Katie Arquette with a beautiful lifter and then a back elbow. Oh, she's backing it up. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh! Beautiful hip attack to Delmi Exo's face.
I can't imagine she has anything left in the tank at this point.
She's going in for a cover.
Going.
Delmi Exo proving you
wrong.
wrong.
On her face. First of all, cast her at anything.
Oh, no, don't do a temper tantrum. Can't do a temper tantrum.
Well, I mean, she may be used to a certain lifestyle. Who are we to deny her of that?
But you can't do a temper tantrum. That'll take you out of the game. You got to stay on top of Delmi Exo because she is one hell of a professional wrestler.
I mean, she's one of the toughest in the business. One half of the C-Stars, as we both know, and we are seeing her go through. Oh,
beautiful counter, not to cut you off.
I was saying we could see her once again proving she is worth her weight in gold, my man.
Firing herself back up with that pair of clotheslines.
And when I say worth her weight in gold, I'm saying in the future, if we had...
Going for that running knee. Oh, no.
Oops, what was
Katie Arquette caused her to slip up. And beautiful forearm shiver gets her to the top rope. Kicks Katie away. And then Delmi Exo, beautiful missile drop kick. And then stacking her up for a cover. No.
And a kick out there from Katie Arquette, queen of the silver screen, managing to hang on. And as I was saying before, this is Delmi Exo. She may be, if we were to have a Wrestlers Laboratory women's champion and it was her, I would back her at 100%. But I don't know. Right now, we're at a point where I can't imagine who's going to come out on top of the situation. This is an incredible match.
Delmi Exo fighting off the offense from Katie Arquette, but Katie Arquette trips her up. Beautiful spear!
Sends her right to the
Goes for the cover quick. 1, 2. No.
Insane.
Katie Arquette almost ready to pull her hair out, but don't do that. That won't be a good look in Hollywood. We saw what happened to Britney Spears with that happen. But Katie Arquette needs to keep focused because Delmi Exo will take advantage of any opportunity she gets.
She is struggling to get herself back to her feet, but she still has some fight in her. You can see it in her eyes.
And to shout out to Uncle Dave. Come on, Katie, you got to get ready to rumble. Delmi holding onto that rope, fighting Katie off. Beautiful elbow strike. And then a beautiful cutter right in the center of the ring. She's got to capitalize
here.
Way. Hooks the outside leg. 2. No.
Kick out. I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. How does she have the strength to kick out from that?
The queen of the silver screen still in this.
A vicious cutter, but still she fights on. This is absolutely unprecedented.
And the crowd fully behind Delmi Exo. Goes for that double underhook. And Katie Arquette fighting out. And Katie Arquette setting up for what looks to be like a fisherman's suplex here.
Oh, sends it to the
trips
mat.
out the legs. What's she gonna do? Oh my God. Choking her out and then stomping her down.
That's
beautiful.
Vicious.
Reverse curb stomp maneuver, but she's not capitalizing. What's she doing?
What's she getting there?
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. No. Don't do that. Don't ruin this. Don't ruin the first ever.
This is a historic match. We can't be having this here.
No. Step in there, referee. Thank you very much. That's a great call by our official. Wait a minute. No, she's got that slate. She's got that slate.
Not the thing. Oh, and it hit her right in the head.
Ref, come on. No, don't let it end like this. Not like this. Katie, she sets up for a beautiful Falcon Arrow. She did the deal. This is how it's going to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the queen of the silver screen, Katie Arquette.
Katie Arquette is your very first women's victor in singles competition.
I thought he was just kind of hanging out doing his thing, you know?
But it looks like, I'm getting word that Haggerty's allowing this to happen, giving Moonshine a match.
Oh, look at that.
Trying to let him prove himself. 90 days sober.
And the bell has rung, and this match is underway. Moonshine McCreedy versus Kevin Giza here at Labnormal.
Kevin Giza, oh my God. Moonshine McCreedy with that power. Yeah, cleaning up his act. I guess once you're not hooked on the sauce.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
Look at
that
this.
arm drag.
Japanese style arm drag from Moonshine.
Picking him up now.
He's picking up Kevin Giza like he's a child.
And you can see in the corner, Hippy Dicky Moon just having the time of his life, man, seeing his buddy be successful.
Look at this beautiful senton, but nobody home. But, Kevin Giza here, he's trying to prove something. He said he drove 12 hours to be here, but he wasn't booked. So, I don't understand.
You know what that is, though? That's that dedication, man. They say a lot of things in this business happen because of dedication. And that shows in this young man willing to drive 12 hours on an event he may not even get to participate in.
Yeah, but again, don't act like you're owed something because you did the road trip.
He took the road trip. He's here. He's got his gear with him. Why not let him entertain the people, entertain the masses? Give Moonshine a chance to come out here and show us what he's like now that he's sobered up, and give this young man here an opportunity to show us what he's made of at Wrestler's Laboratory.
To give Kevin Giza some credit as he drives that knee into the mat, Kevin Giza must have been scouting Moonshine McCreedy in the past because Moonshine has had those issues with those knees. And he's grabbing onto the injured knee, and Giza's right on top of it.
It makes you wonder whether or not Giza had a long-term plan here where he thought he'd show up. He knew that Hippy Dicky Moon was going to be here, which meant that McCreedy was sure to follow him. And maybe he had a long-term plan to take out a big guy in the area and show that he may be a little smaller than some of the other people, but he can hang.
I mean, Giza, trying to make the most out of an impromptu situation. Moonshine was here. We kind of saw him walking around earlier today. But he wasn't originally supposed to be competing. And you can see he's probably not even prepared. That knee has been injured. He probably hasn't stretched it out. Probably hasn't been ready.
One interesting thing about Moonshine is that, it's one of those things where you say, yeah, he may not be prepared, but he dresses like this all the time. So he's always kind of ready for a brawl.
To your point. But the one thing you don't see.
Yeah, no, go ahead, please.
The one thing you don't see is his jug.
That's true, the jug. And one could have thought the jug was the good luck factor back in the day, but he's clean now, 90 days sober, and Kevin Giza's trying to take advantage of that.
And Hippy Dicky Moon really hyping up his buddy, his friend, as part of Above the Influence, which I guess they might change their name.
I mean, they might have to. I don't know if Hippy Dicky Moon's going to be clean anytime soon.
They also might be technically above the influence now. I mean, who knows?
Flying high above the influence.
And Kevin Giza. Oh my God! Moonshine is not here to mess around with a pair of clotheslines. And Giza trying to get some momentum back in his corner, but no way!
Oh, he sends him flying down to the mat, but that knee gave out a little bit there. He's not going to be able to put a lot of the audience saying he's just a boy.
Wait a minute. Moonshine, I wouldn't do this if I was you.
This is a big man.
I mean,
getting that knee in check.
You used to have something to kind of dumb the pain down.
Oh,
and a suicide dive to Kevin Giza.
That's a big man to go flying like that.
And Hippy Dicky is the happiest little cheerleader on the outside.
Look at that. Through those bloodshot eyes, Hippy Dicky Moon is so excited to see his friend. Isn't that nice? It's nice to see people be happy.
It's great to see him happy, but he might be seeing something else that we are not seeing.
Oh,
I'll leave it there.
That is true. He was muttering about smelling colors earlier.
Yeah. So Moonshine, though, that knee's starting to affect him. A beautiful backstabber by Kevin Giza here. Kevin Giza going into the cover.
Ooh. And Moonshine able to kick out there. Giza absolutely shocked by what he's seeing. But I have to give Giza some credit here for whatever Moonshine McCreedy's throwing out. Giza's been able to find a way to get back from. But now that knee is grounding Moonshine McCreedy as we see Giza go to the top rope.
Hopefully, no matter what happens, the knee doesn't get re-injured, or hopefully the confidence of Moonshine McCreedy, no matter what, isn't shaken.
Oh!
Beautiful power slam down to Kevin Giza, and that's it! Beautiful, beautiful finish to the match. And Moonshine McCreedy's your winner.
Winner of this match, Moonshine McCreedy.
Moonshine McCreedy. As Andrew Palace is getting hyped up, getting ready to attack somebody. The man with the boundless energy, that Spasmanian devil.
I mean, look at the energy he brings. Every time he comes through the lab, he hypes the crowd. He runs. Well, okay, now that's not nice. She'd be nice to Taylor Swift.
Listen, don't say anything about Tay-Tay.
I love her.
CPA.
CPA doing business here, out here in a shirt and tie.
CPA and Andrew Palace facing off, but Gangone sneaking from behind, taking out both competitors, and here comes Classless and the Hippy.
And now
And of course,
and Classless Mason Myles working together to take out the hippie element, which, I mean, I think we could all appreciate getting rid of hippies. But
of course, these two men, thick as thieves, you know, questionable moral tactics from both Gangone and the Classless one. But Hippy Dicky, a fan favorite here, hops up into that step-up Huracarana.
very nice move by Hippy Dicky Moon.
And stomping him down on the chest. Beautiful rollout and calling for peace.
Hippy Dicky Moon is one of those guys that uses his, what some might consider a heightened weight disadvantage to his absolute advantage, as we saw from his agility and his quickness moving about the ring.
And these two men, not strangers to each other, Andrew Palace and Hippy Dicky Moon. And apparently Palace just has something against Tay-Tay. But he also has a problem with Hippy Dicky Moon. Last time we came to you guys, we actually we had an altercation between the Hippy and Andrew Palace, and it seems like it is not boiled over. It's still present.
Still seems fresh in their minds, as a matter of fact. But now we're seeing Mason Myles coming into the ring, trying to take on Hippy Dicky Moon.
Oh,
and Hippy Dicky Moon looks like he wants to take this match.
And Mason Myles going over the top, and Gangone, the mystery element, gets rid of that guy.
Oh, what a
one
nice
above
bow.
all.
Thank you.
And the CPA.
Oh, drop kick.
CPA fighting for Taylor Swift. And there goes the clip-on.
The Abominable CPA out of Saginaw, Michigan, making his way to New Jersey here today to compete in this Scramble match.
CPA hopping over the top rope. Going for a lap.
Oh.
Getting himself hyped up. Building up that momentum.
Now this audience is wondering what's going to happen next.
What's he going to do? Hops over Classless. Gets the one above all. Beautiful catch by Palace and power bombs him into Hippy and Mason Myles.
Throws him right into there. And
Gangone with a beautiful knee under Palace's chin.
Oh, look at the smirk on Gangone's face, man. That's a guy I don't want to mess around with. You know what? I got a new pick for the winner of this match. I got a new pick.
Gangone is
no. Say it.
Who's your pitch?
It's Gangone.
Gangone?
I'm going to say it. I feel what the viciousness that he's bringing to the table here. I mean, I respect a man like that, you know. He scares me a little bit, which is probably why I'm into it.
Listen, Gangone is one hell of a specimen. He's currently a champion in House of Glory, Capital Wrestling, and CZW.
And we're seeing that on full display right here.
Yeah. Championship caliber athlete taking it to Hippy Dicky Moon, and the stunned silence falls over the crowd because this is their first exposure in Wrestler's Lab to Anthony Gangone. And they want to hear those knife-edge chops.
Hear the sound, the contact being made between the two men here. As Hippy tries his best to fight his way out of it, showing all the heart and all the passion that he was showing earlier for Moonshine McCreedy, and he is now bringing that here for himself. Now, what can we see here?
Caught him in a cross-face chicken wing out of a swanton.
What are we looking at here? The athleticism.
And he bridges.
This is incredible. One above all. Anthony Gangone here. Absolute incredible athleticism. This is showing why he's
the shoulders are down, though. You got to be careful with a submission like that.
That's called ring awareness. He knew exactly when to move. He applied the pressure for as long as he could.
And Hippy Dicky trying to fight out of it. Splashes Gangone in the corner into a beautiful spiking bulldog.
I changed my answer. Hippy Dicky Moon's going to win.
Hippy Dicky's going to win now.
Yeah, I changed my answer. I'm allowed to change my answer. This is America.
You're allowed to change your answer.
I'm allowed to. This is America. I'm changing it with my bookie right now.
And as I was saying before, the man with the most change that I've seen here in Wrestler's Laboratory is Mason Myles. He started here as classy Mason Myles, and the next time he came in, he was classless.
Well,
it's quite the stark contrast. He's more vicious, he's more violent, he's dirtier.
He's wearing cut-off denim shorts, the most classless thing a man can do. So he's really out there making a name for himself. But look at the competition that he brings, as poor Hippy Dicky Moon has taken the brunt of Mason Myles at the moment, as the rest of the competitors in this match find a way to get back to their feet outside of the ring.
Well, everyone here wants to try to take advantage of Hippy Dicky. He is the smallest man in the match. So, Mason Myles fighting off Hippy Dicky Moon with a beautiful sit-out clothesline. Goes for the cover. Nobody interrupt him, but Hippy Dicky's still alive, still kicking out.
You know, I said it earlier tonight with some of our other matches. When you have guys who can be considered maybe smaller in stature to some of the other athletes on a given show, they come out there and they bring that energy and the intensity of their athleticism and put it on display. And that's what we're seeing here from Hippy Dicky Moon. He keeps digging deeper and deeper and deeper inside. And I mean, like I said, he's my new pick right now.
Hippy Dicky Moon man has more heart, fight than anybody else in this match, in my personal opinion. But Palace is about to throw Hippy on a lap.
Oh, that is uncomfortably close to me.
The issues from Palace and Hippy Dicky have not subsided as Moonshine is out here right in front of us to check on Hippy Dicky Moon.
And we're seeing some gloating here from the Spasmanian Devil, who is now finding his way back into the ring to take on classless Mason Myles.
You can't rationalize with Crazy. You can't rationalize with Spasmania. I mean,
look at it. He is just full-on Spasmanian all over this ring.
I mean, he is, beautiful shotgun drop kick.
Sends him right into the corner there. Mason Myles fighting his way back to his feet, but the Spasmanian Devil keeps coming back with all that patented energy that he's known for.
The Spasmanian Devil never slowing down. Everything's calculated, but only he knows what he's calculating for. But his newest rival in this match, the CPA, sneaking in the back door, fighting for the honor of the one Miss Swift. CPA, schoolboy trip. Rolling him through.
Let's see what we got here.
Is he about to try to deadlift the Spasmanian Devil?
Oh, my. I mean, what in the name of Tay-Tay?
Beautiful dropkick by CPA. Make it a pair. And CPA, as much as for the hilarity and the hijinks, is quite the accomplished grappler.
Look at that.
Beautiful power slam.
Absolutely gorgeous sequence.
But here comes Gangone.
Oh, boy.
Looks like he might be trying to lock in that crossface chicken wing again. CPA's fighting it, trying to roll him off, which he does.
CPA is doing everything he can to keep standing, but he looks exhausted as he trips into the corner.
Gangone gonna capitalize, setting him up for a package pile driver. Oh!
Oh my!
Package knee-driven chin breaker. And only a 2 count for the one
right
above all.
To the chest, right to the sternum area.
Oh, beautiful cattle mutilation countered into what seems to be like a Boston Crab and ankle lock.
And now Spasmanian Devil's involved. Hippy Dicky Moon found his way back to his feet.
But no matter what, who would win?
What is happening here?
Who would win?
Oh!
Super kick from the Hippy. Breaking up one of the submissions.
Going
another
for another
super kick, breaking up the other. And Palace blocking the super kick this time, but still holding on to that beautiful ankle lock on CPA.
That's his Palace. He's got all that Spasmanian energy, but he is able to get out of there as CPA finds a way.
CPA still down, nursing that ankle, and the Spasmanian Devil has Hippy Dicky on his back.
On his back.
What's going to happen here?
Some of the wind out.
Stunner! To 2 men!
A double man stunner!
And all men are down. All men are down.
What a scramble match. What a way to kick off the second half of our show here tonight at Labnormal Wrestlers Laboratory. Always showing you these kinds of quality matches.
And what's going to happen? Who's going to be the one to get to their feet first? Because obviously whoever gets to their feet first, that's going to be the man who has the advantage.
I would think so. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to change my answer again, but I might.
Palace trying to hype himself up. CPA trying to help hype himself up.
Finding a way back to their feet slowly but surely. And now you got Moonshine trying to hype up Hippy.
And CPA going back and forth with right hands with the Spasmanian Devil. That erratic ball of offense. Fight right and back and forth, going back and forth.
CPA, you say he's from Michigan, you know, he's got that level of toughness that only the Midwest can bring. And I gotta tell you, I don't know if Spasmanian is able to keep up with it, but it must be that raw energy that he's able to utilize and harness in his matches.
Super kick blocked by the CPA. CPA, is he going for another stunner? Countered out. And trying to climb up that turnbuckle to get out of the way of the Spasmanian Devil. And Palace picking him up. Beautiful slam down.
Hits him right to the center of the mat there.
Double underhooking the CPA.
Let's take a look.
Tiger driver as he hooks his legs onto the arms.
And Mason Myles finds his way to his feet, finally able to break up that pin. It looked like it could have been over. It looked like Spasmanian Devil could have become.
CPA stumbles to the outside, and Mason Myles trying to accomplish and attack Andrew Palace. Offensive flurry by the classless one, and it's a top rope DDT. Beautiful move, and Spasmanian Devil is seizing all over the mat. Gangone, is he going to go for that submission again? No. Alplamari water slide move blocked. Fireman's carry into a cutter. But Mason Myles rolling to the outside, and here comes the Hippy with a Meteora. Reversed into a single leg grab. Can Gangone, and he's trying to stomp the head of Hippy Dicky Moon to get Hippy to tap. Moonshine McCreedy's here trying to motivate his friend. What's he gonna do? Gangone's got it locked in nice and deep. But Hippy Dicky's able to kick out and get out of that submission hold.
This has been an incredible, incredible match so far.
But Gangone not letting Hippy Dicky get a chance to breathe. Is he going for that package pile driver chin breaker maneuver?
Listen, like
Piece cut. Going for the sheer Nui. He got it. The one above all goes for one.
I can't believe we're about to see.
No!
Ooh.
Moonshine McCreedy breaking up the pinfall for his partner. What's happening?
And now Hippy Dicky Moon not happy necessarily about breaking up the pin there. Not happy about his partner getting involved in the match. I'm not sure what we're seeing here. But it looks like... Oh!
And Gangone with a low blow.
A low blow there.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, he's taking advantage of
Moonshine
an opportunity
broke
here.
up the... What's happening?
What are we seeing?
Oh, went for that Alpamari go to sleep. And Moonshine...
And there it is.
That's the... and there's... Wait a minute.
All right, I don't want to say I called it, but I definitely called it.
What's happening?
No, I called it, so I said that he was going to win. and
What's
he did.
going on?
Well, I'm not
Moonshine
100%
broke
sure.
up the cover
Right.
that Hippy Dicky Moon had.
Yeah.
And now he's standing there with Gangone.
What are we?
Haggerty
Cut the
made the
music.
announcement.
I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Is he telling him to
Wait a
finish
minute,
what
wait,
he-
no!
No!
Wait a minute,
Oh,
no!
no! No,
Moonshine,
not after
stop
earlier
it!
today!
Moonshine, stop!
Oh! Oh! Oh, that poor hippie.
But I don't
Oh.
understand.
That poor hippie. First Woodstock 50's canceled, and now this.
Oh, will you stop it, Cabral?
I mean, this poor thing.
Don't be ironic about it. I mean, these guys are closer than brothers, and this is what he does?
Listen.
And Gangone's calling the shots?
Sometimes in life, you get kicked. Or in this case, you get slammed to a mat. Woo!
And here we go.
A lot of exercise.
The destroyer of everything. So I guess Wrestlers Labs Galactus at this point against Mantequilla, our resident superhero, a.k.a. our Silver Surfer.
I heard you say that, and by the way, kudos on your knowledge of deep Marvel history, but also absolutely. This
Marvel
man is
over DC.
Agreed. If we're talking the destroyer of everything, the eater of worlds, the devourer of any and all things, this man is Galactus. I'm terrified. I got close in the ring to him, and I felt the raw energy coming off of him. And I don't want to say, it's like you said before, it's a good thing I'm wearing dark pants today.
Yeah.
It happened again. It happened
We have to
again.
pack you in a second pair. And
Yeah.
speaking of power, like you were before, I'm sorry, everybody. I couldn't hear TK very well, but the power that he displayed, Mantequilla was trying to push him out of the corner, and he just slammed him down with
All right.
nothing.
Are we looking at a test of strength here?
Listen,
are we sure? Are we sure this is the best idea, Mantequilla?
That's right. The resident superhero, smooth like butter, going for that test of strength, but he's being brought down like nothing.
One-handed brought down by the destroyer of everything.
Oh, and stomping on the fingers. You might want to rethink your strategy. To me, the best strategy that Mantequilla can put forth is
to run away. Oh, yeah, no, definitely that one. The other one.
Well, can't run away and win the match. You got to do your speed. You got to do your high flying.
Listen.
You got to maneuver
I'd
around
be trying to
this
just
boulder of a
survive the
man.
situation myself. I'd be fine. I ordered an Uber. I was scared.
But look at TK. He's not even pacing. He's just standing.
He just
Mantequilla, I don't know if he's taking this seriously.
I think Mantequilla thinks that this is still.
Oh my God!
Oh, this is definitely not a wrestling match anymore. This is a survival situation for Mantequilla. I can't imagine finding a way out of this.
TK just spun him around like he was a top.
Oh, he threw him like an old rag doll.
So Mantequilla really trying to figure out a strategy to use against his debuting force of Terrell Kenneth. And the crowd really into it. And is that like a salsa? Is that a merengue?
I feel a little Latino heat situation.
Oh, there we go. Look at this, though. Trying to chop the big man down. Going after the legs.
Going after the legs. It's a real Star Wars Empire Strikes Back situation. Go for the legs, knock down the AT-AT.
Yeah, but unfortunately for this AT-AT, he's not down yet. He's not tied up. Trying to move him out of the corner, and it's not really working.
It's not going to happen. Oh.
He's going down basically ass to grass in a squat formation.
Oh, honey. Mantequilla, you're trying, but how many whacks can you do at the redwood tree before it falls? He's still standing.
This man is a monster. And here he goes, pulling him out of the corner.
And reverses it.
The destroyer of everything, just not having any of it. But Mantequilla forms him out, using the momentum against him.
I think you were right there earlier when you said he's going to have to use his speed. If you can get...
Wait a minute.
Now
Mantequilla's down. Mantequilla's down. I guess his ankle.
Oh, no.
He might seriously be hurt.
That's not something you want to see happen to anybody.
But look at the destroyer of
yeah,
everything.
he's saying it's his ankle. All right, well, we should probably get a medical. No.
Destroyer of everything.
Sir, that's
not
not
letting
the
it
medical
happen.
team. Oh, that's not the way we handle things.
Terrell Kenneth not letting anything happen.
Seeming not to care at all that his opponent is weakened or in a weakened state.
Terrell Kenneth not letting Mantequilla get a second of rest between any of this. This is like a bear toying with like a rabbit.
This is just this is unbearable. Poor Mantequilla.
He's keeping him down. That
ankle.
ankle.
I'm one to be okay with the big guy beating up the little dude. I'm okay with it. It's but this is just, we're taking it to another level
He's
here.
trying to get some feeling back into that ankle. Referee's right there, though.
That was I guess punch.
Mantequilla is okay.
A straight punch to the jaw.
Yeah, and this crowd is in stunned silence right now.
They're just shocked to see their superhero being defeated. Like I said, if this was the Galactus defeating Silver Surfer, I mean, right now it looks like we are in the hands of Galactus. We're in the hands of the destroyer, Terrell Kenneth.
That savory buttered superhero is trying to actually fight his way out of it. Not letting the pain get to him, trying to use the energy from the crowd.
Seeing if he could sum it up here.
And a straight right hand to the jaw.
That's unfortunate.
Terrell Kenneth's about to crush.
Oh,
I guess not.
Mantequilla digging deep there, finding a kick.
He gets out of the ring. His way out. And a beautiful jumping kick from the outside of the ring in.
And now we have a stunned TK.
The destroyer of everything on the ropes. Beautiful flip over. Mantequilla using that speed advantage. And another enziguri.
Finding a way to turn the momentum against Terrell Kenneth, against the destroyer of everything.
That ankle, though, still giving him problems. Went for a kick and a beautiful side slam.
Oh, my.
Almost put him through the ring. And he's going for the count. 1, 2, no!
Mantequilla finds a way to kick out there. I can't imagine he's got much left.
Didn't destroy everything as of yet.
They said, you know what it is? It's clarified butter. They took all the fat out, and now it's nothing but the pure, finest butter. Absolutely.
He's trying to slip out using that silky smoothness and savory feelings that he's got, but he's still trying to work out that ankle injury.
I can't imagine what's going through his head right now. He is in the grips of the destroyer of everything. It is looking like an inevitable finish to him.
The destroyer of everything, though, losing his grip. Mantequilla fighting out of it. And he's on wobbly legs and a wobbly ankle. And Mantequilla gets that clothesline.
And look at that. He's vicious.
I'm glad he's not going after us.
Oh, I'm happy to be at a distance now.
Well, listen, I don't envy you for being in the ring with him before. This man seems like he could snap on a dime.
It was genuinely frightening.
His power, his aggressiveness. I mean, it's like a Kodiak bear. I know we had Bear Country before, but this man is just a dominating force.
He looked at me in the windows of my soul, and I wept a little bit. I was terrified. And now we're seeing him go up. He's on the second rope.
Is he going to do like a Vader bomb?
I can't imagine.
Oh, my God!
No one home there.
Luckily, Mantequilla got out of the way.
Had the ring awareness to roll out.
And the crowd trying to get behind Mantequilla.
They want their lucha hero to come back from behind and win. This is the third act of the movie. This is where the sky beam comes down and he defeats the Faceless Army and crushes the villain.
Wrestling's versions of Avengers happening right before our eyes.
He's fighting his way back.
Beautiful.
Using everything he's got, digging real deep.
There's not a lot of real, for lack of better condiments, mustard on those punches right now. But that buttery warrior going for the kick.
Seems to have winded him.
Both doubled over right now. Goes for a big bear paw, super kick.
He's stumbling. He's stumbling there.
Mantequilla is trying to stay in this, trying to go for the win. No way.
No, he can't do it.
No way.
There's no way it happens.
Especially on that weakened ankle.
Oh,
no
God.
way. And the crowd trying to give him that extra oomph to lift up this huge mammoth of a man.
This is there. Hits him
Another
with the
super kick. Was that enough? Is this going to be able to do it? And he's got him up!
I can't believe it! I can't believe it!
God!
The strength of the lucha hero,
And
Mantequilla.
the chant of a religious fecal matter is going throughout the building right now. But still, the destroyer of
Somehow.
everything shoves him off like nothing.
I can't imagine how this
Mantequilla going
ends
to the top rope. Beautiful frog splash. That's got to be it.
That's it. Come
One,
on, Mantequilla.
Two. No.
The destroyer of everything still finds it in him to kick out.
And the destroyer of everything still showing signs of life against the superhero of wrestling right now.
I said earlier tonight that sometimes big guys can get gassed pretty early. They can use all their energy, but what we're seeing here is a man finding a way to fight back after everything his opponent's thrown at him, and that is why he is the destroyer of everything.
And Mantequilla gingerly going up. That ankle's really starting to give him a problem.
Can't put too much weight on that.
He's got to do something here. And right out of the sky! Right out of the sky, that clubbing blow. That's got to be it. And it is.
And that's it.
What a debut.
Your winner, the destroyer, Terrell, Kenneth.
James getting right in the face of the man managing and operating Wrestler's Laboratory right now, Mark Adam Haggerty. I wonder if that's smart? I don't know.
Well, what I've seen here is Mark Adam Haggerty has taken a front row seat for this match, which means he is invested in the outcome of the situation. Who knows what this match could lead to for either of these competitors in the future of Wrestler's Laboratory.
The kid, not just a nickname, but he is very young into his professional wrestling career. He's been in so many places, so many different promotions, so many different areas of expertise, but don't let that fool you. He is quite the athletic specimen.
Absolutely, and I couldn't have put it better myself. This is a young guy out on the scene, working to the bone, doing everything he can to make a name for himself. And it is starting to come together, but now we're seeing some serious disrespect from Evander James. And I gotta tell you.
Why did he lick his hand? Oh,
well, that's just rude. I mean,
come on, that's the man you can trust, supposedly?
So you can trust him to lick his hand and it would be fine. He's not going to give you anything, that you don't maybe already have. It is New Jersey.
All right, so these men getting ready to feel each other out. See what they have here as a very strong lockup by both men.
I think we're going to see a very meticulous and well thought out match here tonight by both these men. These are competitors that strike me as not just throwing anything at their opponent. They want it to count. They want every punch to land, every hold to do damage, every slam to leave their opponent breathless.
And beautiful chain wrestling right here with Vinny getting the control of both of Evander's legs as Evander gets to the ropes.
Smart move. Grab the ropes, get his way out of there. He knows what he's doing, man. This Evander guy, he's no slouch.
And Vinny, and not to discount Evander, but the kid has been everywhere. You've seen him at Battle Club. You see him in, you've seen him on, recently you've even seen him on Ring of Honor's Future of Honor.
Absolutely. So we're seeing somebody who, in the not-too-distant future, could be making quite a name for themselves. They've already started it right here in Wrestler's Laboratory, and that's the kind of competition you can expect to find at every single Wrestler's Lab show.
Ooh,
look at that!
Like a frying pan to his chest, Evander James with that knife-edge chop.
Oh, that just echoed everywhere. I felt the reverb on that.
Let's see. Oh, beautiful, beautiful roll-up by the kid. He's notorious for doing that roll-up.
Trying to go for the pin there, not quite getting it.
I think Evander might have had that one scouted. There's plenty of footage on the kid, but look at that, another beautiful pinning combination.
Well, again, what we're seeing here are meticulous and well thought out. That was a brutal chop.
I think he might have got it. I think he might have got the kid in the throat in that one, but he definitely got him in the chest on that.
If you look at Vinny Pacifico's chest right now, it's starting to get red, and Evander's trying to get us all quiet. Oh!
I'm actually surprised that these men are basically going for each other's chests.
I know.
Especially Evander.
Classic rake of the back there.
I mean, Evander knows that Vinny Pacifico has had some previous knee injuries. You're surprising that he's not really going for it. Maybe he thinks it's healed up enough that it's not really a detriment.
Or perhaps he's going out here with the strategy of he knows I'm going to go for the knee, so I'm going to go to another spot of the body and try and work that best I can.
Oh, is he going to go for that sunset cutter? Nope. Sunset flip out, but into a step-up hurricanrana.
Oh, my. And that's why we're seeing why Vinny Pacifico is finding his way out and around this country, performing for all kinds of different promotions.
Even though Vinny is one of the younger competitors in wrestling, he still has the presence of what's in the beginning stages of almost a ring general.
Absolutely. He is in command
Mastering
in here
all
right now.
different types of styles.
Oh, again, we can hear these chops, man. If you're here in the audience, you feel the echo and the reverb and the power off that. It's like Lemmy playing bass for Motorhead.
Oh, throws Vinny right into the ropes, into a Russian leg sweep, and then a kip up. Beautiful
Incredible
performance.
athleticism.
And the crowd not giving Evander James anything as he drops the elbow onto Vinny Pacifico's throat.
I'm going to say this. I think this crowd may have a hard time recognizing talent outside of their friends because they love all the guys. I'm just saying, they love all the guys that have been at the lab. And granted, they're homegrown. But we're bringing in great talent here like Evander James. And I expect these people to give some kind of reaction, thank you very much.
No, they're reacting to him, but again, these people are allowed to like who they like. They're allowed to support guys like Vinny Pacifico, who've been here for a little bit.
No. See, I have a microphone, and they'll do what I say. They'll do what I say. Oh, and pizza, I'll ask for it.
As Evander James with a flipping Irish whip into the corner, and Vinny Pacifico's back is in shambles right now.
I think what we're starting to see now, as a matter of fact, Brendan, is what I was saying before. There's a meticulous aspect to some of this, and now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of it, where they really are just trying to hurt each other, man. This is about who's got it, who wants it badly, who's man enough to keep going, who can fight their way to their feet every time they get knocked down.
And Evander James not letting Vinny Pacifico mount any offense.
Well, if there's one thing I guess you could trust in when it comes to Evander James, it's laying down the law. And as we can see here, he's laying it down with Vinny Pacifico.
Vinny Pacifico blocking that suplex attempt. Evander James stopping on the foot.
See, that's some classic style right there.
Vinny Pacifico dropped down to his knees.
In an age where a lot of people are looking for the next big showman or whatever, we're seeing Evander James using classic moves like a back rake and a foot stomp to make his opponent hurt. It doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't have to be over the top to be successful.
And Evander James telling the ref to count Vinny out, but come on, what does everybody know? You don't count Vinny out.
You can't count out the kid. That may be for sure, but I'm telling you, man, I'm putting my horse behind the man you can trust.
What makes you think you could trust him?
You told me so.
Really?
I'm a pretty trusting guy.
When did you meet him before today? A beautiful cartwheel into a...
Oh, and a straight punch.
I was tricked. I'm pretty sure so was the kid.
And look at that. See, and now he's a man of the people. He comes out, he sits down with us. How could you not trust a guy like that?
No, he didn't sit with us. He sat with the fans.
He sat with the people. I'm going to say this. Evander James 2020. There, I said it.
Well, the man that says trust in James, taking it to one of the stalwarts here at Wrestler's Laboratory. But the man that you can't count out still hasn't been taken down. I mean, I give Evander James a lot of credit, but he's toying with...
And look at the mind games from Evander James here. Getting the whole crowd psyched to see something crazy, and he just casually enters the ring and delivers a brutal strike.
Yeah, he's got a lot of facets to himself. He's very athletic, very strong, and very calculating. But I think he's pandering to these people way too much.
I think that Vinny Pacifico could possibly dig deep enough to get his way out of this if he has the heart. And I know they say you can't count him out. He's the kid. You can't count Vinny out. But does he have the heart today? Is today the day he's able to do it again?
He's fighting out of that suplex attempt. Don't count Vinny out. Taking James down. Takes the back.
He's looking for a suplex there. Evander James now.
Going back to back. Beautiful chain wrestling here by both men. And then trying to use the ropes to get that advantage into the O'Connor roll.
Oh,
into the camel clutch will make him humble.
What a beautifully executed camel clutch right there. Shouting at the audience here.
Gotta give credit where credit is due. The man you can trust definitely taking it to the kid here, but the kid's still fighting with the crowd behind him.
I can trust him to deliver a swift and brutal camel clutch, apparently. That's one thing I can trust him.
It was a beautiful transition into it.
And
but
Vinny
as Vinny reaches out,
trying
he grabs the hand.
Oh, and the other hand gets free.
Vinny gets out with the other hand. And Evander James trying to take as much advantage of that count that he can.
And now this crowd isn't sure what to make of seeing one of their local heroes, one of their longtime stalwarts here, as you just said, Vinny Pacifico, trying to fight his way back.
James trying to mount some better offense, trying to make sure Pacifico stays down. Ducks the clothesline. And both men thinking the same move as both men crumble to the mat.
And they lay each other out. Absolutely brutal.
And the crowd trying to hype everything up for their favorite, as you were saying, Brandon, the Kid.
The Kid's finding his way back to his feet. The audience is on his side right now.
And here goes the crowd, showing no love to Evander James. But the Kid, and they have him in the palm of his hand.
And they both find their way back to their feet here.
Goes for the clothesline. And a lifter by Vinny Pacifico that stumbles James into the corner. Vinny, don't take time.
See if he can capitalize on the moment, and he does.
Diving European uppercut. Is he going for it again?
But he
the
misses.
Man you can trust. Comes out, goes for the kick. Sweeps him out.
Sends him right to the mat, face first. Hits him in the side, right in the temple there with a kick.
Here comes the Kid. What else he's got? Beautiful! A
Sends him
stalwart!
Right
Move.
into the corner.
That shotgun drop kick by Vinny Pacifico pulls him out of the corner, goes for the cover, and only gets a 2 count.
Incredible. Like I said before, this match started off meticulous and calculated, and now we've gotten to the point of two men just trying to beat the ever-living life out of each other. Waiting for one to crack, waiting for the foundation to crumble so that the other can win and get the victory here at Wrestler's Laboratory.
Right, you are. And, you know, I'm coming around to Evander James. He's really proven why he's here. He deserves to be here.
I'll tell you what, I'm saying I can trust him, and I know he's going to come out here and give it his all.
Went for that rolling DDT. Went for a spin kick, caught the leg, sweep that again. Whoa, beautiful counter into a jumping knee.
Not again, he said to Vinny Pacifico. You got that move once, you won't get it again. Slam there.
Painmaker power slam.
Oh, and so close, only 2.
Crowd coming alive a little bit for Evander James as well. That was a beautiful, very Rainmaker-esque, but power slam follow.
That was epic.
Evander James getting frustrated, going, what do I have to do to beat the Kid?
And now this audience is shouting back with him. Evander James is fighting against the whole Wrestlers Lab audience.
Evander James going deep into his arsenal, trying to see what he needs to do to put away the Kid. And here
This is going to require digging real deep and finding
there he is,
last shred.
calling for his finishing maneuver, the truss bomb. But the Kid countering out, putting Evander James into the corner, and a springboard recovery into the cutter!
Oh, my. Sends him flying right for the mat there.
Can Vinny Pacifico capitalize, though? He hit him with that cutter, but can he capitalize?
I can't imagine. I mean, both these men have to be absolutely exhausted after the match that they are participating in.
Their tanks are running pretty low. Let's see who can get the better advantage and take advantage of what's there. Crawls into the cover. 1, 2, no!
And a kick out again by the man you could trust, Evander James.
Evander James proving that he deserves to be here in Wrestler's Laboratory against
Absolutely.
a Northeast staple such as Vinny Pacifico. So Vinny Pacifico, I think he's getting frustrated as well.
He looks like he's given time for his enemy to get back to their feet so that he can finish the match in whatever way he may seem fit, and that may come back to haunt him.
Vinny Pacifico and Evander James trading chop for chop.
Ooh, and this is where things start to get dangerous.
Let's see who's going to tire first. Who's going to buckle? Who's going to lose the advantage? This might come down to that quick mistake.
And a lifter there from Evander James, as we see.
Ducks the clothesline, picks him up. Oh my God!
Oh my!
Beautiful Canadian destroyer out of midair.
That was
Vinny trying to capitalize. 1, 2, no!
Oh, and he put
foot
the leg
on the ropes.
to the rope. That was, first of all, that was a poetic Canadian destroyer. It looked like a piece of artwork. They froze in midair. I saw it. They froze in midair, let us all grasp what was happening, and I can't believe that Evander James was able to dig deep enough to find the rope. Such ring awareness.
Hopefully our GIF King will be able to catch that. That was a beautiful, beautiful move and counter by Vinny Pacifico, and the crowd's getting hot and heavy. Let's see what Vinny can bring out next to try to bring himself to win.
I can't even imagine what he's got left in the tank. I can't imagine what Evander James has got left in the tank. This is an absolutely incredible display of athleticism from these two men here tonight.
And here's the crowd getting behind the kid.
These two men know that our main event is the next match, and they're trying to make sure that people walk out of this event today knowing that these two men were here tonight and not just only talking about the main event that we have coming up.
Oh, man, referee's been bumped out. Oh, that's the man you can trust, Cabral?
I mean,
a low
listen.
blow?
Oh, please. You know, what we do to find ourselves the victor in a situation, it does not need to be questioned.
And look at that. Oh!
My.
Guess that's that version of that trust bomb he was talking about. And there he is. He gets the victory. Evander James in his debut gets the win here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the man you can trust, Evander James. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a title unification match. Introducing first, the challenger. From the clock tower, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is your Nucleus champion, ladies and gentlemen, the wretched Trevor Aeon. Oh, all right, okay, all right.
It's getting very hot and heavy already. I was being quiet to show respect to the match.
Break it up.
But Trevor Aeon getting right in the
Break it up.
champion's face.
Hey, I'm fragile. I'm fragile. Break it up.
Trevor getting right in Mark Adam Haggerty's face as well. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'll take a knee. All right. Our other challenger tonight, he is from where X marks the spot. He's weighing in at 27 body bags. He is your Wrestlers Laboratory champion, the Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm.
Oh, and the match is starting hot and heavy.
I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the
wretched one, Trevor Aeon, taking it right to Mr. Grimm. He's been all over social media saying that he's fed up, he's furious, he can't take this anymore, and he's taking it out on the current reigning, defending Wrestlers Laboratory champion. And as we said before, this is a title unification match. There's a harsh silence over the crowd.
Okay, so a few things.
So, as the championships are brought in front of me right here, right now, this is a championship unification match. And Trevor and Grimm not pulling any punches with each other. These guys have been in Wrestlers Laboratory since the beginning, and Trevor feels that there's been favoritism towards Grimm.
What you're seeing here are two men who are absolutely desperate to prove they are the top dog here at Wrestlers Laboratory. Both these men have been working overtime to get their minds and bodies in shape for this event, and you can see it here as they are going at each other.
This isn't a wrestling match. This is a fight.
This is
a street fight
barroom
that's
brawl
happening right in the middle of a wrestling ring. The referee has lost all control, and Trevor, I know that he has red in his eyes all the time, but they're even more red than usual.
There was barely control in there when I was trying to announce the start of the match. You could feel the intensity. You can feel the rage between these two competitors, and I'll tell you, it was absolutely shocking to me.
I mean, Trevor has been fed up. He's been the current Nucleus championship that's been in front of me. And Grimm was the first ever Nucleus champion. There's a possibility that Grimm could be the first and technically last ever Nucleus champion.
Absolutely. This could be it for Grimm. This could be where he proves time and time again, as he has at many other Wrestlers Laboratory event, that he is the real deal here.
And I spoke with Trevor before the event started today, and he just kept telling me how frustrated he is. How mad he is at like the lack of opportunities and the lack of favoritism towards Trevor. That's what he's been feeling.
This is getting uncomfortably close to me right now.
Yeah, they're right in front of us here, you know, taking it right to the crowd, and you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of anger in both
shots
men's
here
eyes.
between these men.
I mean, the Black Bat, Trevor Aeon. I mean, he's all over Grimm. He's not giving him a second to breathe. Breaking the count. That'd be a shame if this title unification.
I'm sorry, what's happening? I'm sorry, what's
going on?
What are we doing here?
This one, no
No countouts?
Countouts, no rules. They want to keep fighting, let them keep fighting.
I'm being told.
Do it. Let
All right.
No, are we saying no DQ here?
This is no disqualification. No countouts. Anything goes.
Wrestlers Laboratory official and operating manager Mark Adam Haggerty have made it official. No countouts. Anything goes in this match. They want a winner. They need a winner. This is going to be our unification match, and I'm glad that everybody here made that decision.
Now here's the
Trevor's
deal.
lining up Grim. I'm sorry to cut you off. Oh my God, Grim just caught him out of mid-air.
I cannot
And
believe
oh my God!
Oh, right into the chairs! Right into the
Oh
chairs!
my God!
I can't believe what we're seeing! This is beyond the pale. This is just pure violence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor's right in front of us. I mean, he's conscious, he's awake,
He's barely.
aware, but he's still pissed off.
He's finding it inside of himself to get his, maybe get back up on his feet, but I'll tell you, I am absolutely shocked by what we're seeing here.
Haggerty, get out of there, man.
And our ref is saying,
Mark Adam Haggerty made the best call that they could with this by giving it no DQ, anything goes, no countouts, but the pinfall still has to happen in the ring.
Now you might have heard the ref just shouting right now, ladies and gentlemen. He was saying that he has got no control over this as long as they finish it inside the ring. Brandon, as you just noted, but I'll tell you, this audience is standing on their feet, is anticipating the next bout of intense velocity of vicious violence that we're going to see here.
Trevor moving back recently down to Atlanta. That's where he got his start. That's where he was before. Maybe he's trying to go home. A lot of these fighters that you see in nowadays fighting, to get that better advantage, that competitive training edge, they go back to where they came from.
Absolutely. But this is also, we're talking
Grim.
Mr.
Oh
Grim.
my God.
Oh my.
Power slam.
The whole room shook as Mr. Grim sent Trevor Aeon to the mat with a powerful slam.
And Grim going into the cover. 1, 2, no! Trevor kicking out at 2.
Finding it deep inside, the Nucleus Championship is finding it deep in his heart to kick out of this match. But I'll tell you, this is Mr. Grim. This is not just any schlub we picked up off the street. This is the hitman for hire, leaving body bags in his wake wherever he goes, Mr. Grim.
Both of these men have been reigning, defending champions. I mean, somebody has to break in this match, and it might be their bodies. Their bodies might be the things that break. And a beautiful diving back elbow by Trevor. And he's so angry.
What we're seeing here, I mean, this is just, like I said, wrestling is a tough, violent sport, but then there's just pure, uncut violence. This is battle. This is a battle right now, what we're seeing here. And this is two men who do not care what happens to themselves so long as the other man is defeated.
100%. And I'm sorry to get 2. No.
Another kick out there from the hitman from hire.
And just remember, Trevor's always been one of those darker, scarier competitors.
Absolutely.
But now it's not even that he's dark or scary. It's that he's just full with unabashed rage.
He has this pure, untethered rage inside of him. And I think it's that he's got something to prove. Taking out Mr. Grim doesn't just prove something here at Wrestlers Laboratory. It sends a note through the wrestling community that this man, Trevor Aeon, is to be taken seriously.
Yeah, he feels underutilized. He feels like that all the focus is on the Wrestlers Laboratory. I'm sorry to cut myself off.
I can't believe it.
Going for contract complete. He hit it. He hit it. He hit contract complete. That's got to be it.
That's gotta be it.
1, 2.
And a kick out of
Trevor kicks out at 1.
No. Shock and absolute disbelief from this audience. Even Mr. Grim.
Everybody is dumbfounded that he is kicked out at a 1 count.
Absolute insanity. That's not what we expect here at Wrestlers Laboratory.
And Grim's looking around going, what do I have to do? That's the best bullet that I got.
That's the move. He's got it, man.
That's what won him the championship. That's what's kept him the championship.
He has utilized that against tons of incredible talent across multiple promotions. And here at Wrestlers Laboratory, everyone knows that that is something to be terrified of. And yet, the Nucleus champion, the wretched, the Black Bat, as you said, Trevor Aeon, finds a way to kick out at 1?
That's the move that put
unprecedented.
That's the move that put that bad boy Joey Janela away. That's
unprecedented.
The move that put Wheeler Yuta away.
I am.
Oh my! Snap German.
The energy that he has digging deep down
Diving
there.
elbow strike and a quick cover by Trevor. 2, 3. No.
Looks like Trevor Aeon is looking to utilize this raw energy that he has right now. Looking a little like the Spasming Devil who was out here earlier, Andrew Palace, as he's just looking to utilize the speed and the intensity that's inside of him to put down the bigger, tougher Hitman for hire.
Trevor looks crazed right now. I know you referenced Andrew Palace, and it's a great comparison, but you know who he looks like even more right now? He looks like Morbius from Spider-Man.
100%.
Bloodlust in his eyes. He was not going to be happy until that entire life force of the current Wrestlers Laboratory champion has been drained.
And now he's sitting up there,
hammering down on Grim. Grim trying to cover up, but he's just hammering right on top of his face.
And once again, we want to remind everyone that this has become a no DQ match. The only caveat is that the pinfall must occur inside of the ring. Otherwise, anything goes in the situation here tonight. This, again, this is a fight.
Look at Grim. Grim is done dealing with this. Grim can't handle this anymore. He's tired. He's done. He doesn't want to deal with this Trevor anymore. He wants to put him away.
I mean, I would too. I would want to get this out, this match taken care of.
This is it. 1, 2, 3.
Almost 3. Very close there to a 3 count.
This is a completely different Wretched One. This is a completely different Black Bat. We haven't seen this type of aggression, intensity, and anger from him ever in Wrestlers Laboratory.
You can cut the tension between the two men with a knife here in the room as Mr. Grimm is slow to get to his feet.
Oh, he's hooking those arms. Is he going to try to drive Grimm's face into his knee?
Oh.
And he spits
A show
on the
of
Nucleus
disrespect.
champion. And a beautiful knee to the face. Will that be all? 1, 2, 3.
And a kick out there from the Hitman for Hire. I don't know how he does it.
That's why he is the Wrestlers Laboratory champion.
And I'm talking into a microphone. That's why we have different lives.
Exactly. I mean, he's all fight. He's
Absolutely.
all heart. Both men not willing to give a centimeter to the other guy. I mean, but it looks like Trevor's getting frustrated. And a frustrated competitor is a sloppy competitor. So hopefully this doesn't come back to bite him.
Well,
no matter what, we're walking out with a unified champion. I am so excited.
I am so excited to see who comes out on top because they're going to set a pace for the rest, for the foreseeable future. This is a historic event. Labnormal 2 is going to go down. It's the night we unified our titles. We had our first women's single competition. It was the fall of Hippy, Dicky, Moon, and Moonshine McCreedy. So many events happening in one night here at the lab.
Discus clothesline by Mr. Grimm, and both competitors are down.
And the ref reminding both the competitors that this is a no count-out situation, so he cannot begin the count-out as both men are down on the mat, looking completely laid out and totally gassed.
And like you said, Nick Chen making a great call. There has to be a winner.
Absolutely.
Has to be a winner here.
We can't just let this go. Now, under our new leadership would never allow such a thing. There has to be a clear-cut, cut-and-dry winner at the end of this.
Yeah. And Nick Chen making a great call, and, you know, would we have accepted a no contest? Absolutely not. So let's see who's gonna get the advantage here. And we're stunned silence goes over the crowd.
And Grimm is now finding his way back into what could be the start of the second act of this match here.
So let's see.
Let's see here as this stunned audience doesn't even know where to begin or how to react because of all of the viciousness. Like I said, the vicious, violent attacks against these two men. This has gone from way beyond a simple wrestling championship situation. This is a personal vendetta these two have against each other.
Both men fighting from their knees. Both men are gassed because they have been fighting so hard the entire time, trying to make sure that they are the better man. They want the bragging rights. They want that claim that, yeah, I am the first unified champion.
And now we're seeing here just an exchange of blows of the two men as
Hockey
the audience
fight.
is getting hyped and into it, wondering, as we all are, who could possibly come out on top in this situation.
Both men getting exhausted. Both men getting hot. Both men expending all their energy to try to take out the other. Who is going to break first? Who's going to bend?
What you're seeing here now is you're seeing Trevor Aeon throwing all of his weight behind every one of his strikes, hoping that it lands. And Mr. Grimm following up in the same fashion, throwing all of his weight against it, hoping that he'll land the right combination, the right punch, the move that takes out his opponent and has him become the first ever unified champion here in the lab.
Both men back to their feet with Trevor hitting Grim with the right, staggering him into the ropes, and Grim returns the favor, staggering Trevor into the ropes. These men are so evenly matched. They've been around so long, and they know each other so well.
Well, these are men who have seen each other competing in, again, other promotions, who have competed here at Wrestlers Lab before, maybe not against each other.
Beautiful cutter. I'm sorry to cut you off, Cabal.
No,
And there
absolutely.
it is. 1, 2. No. I actually thought that Trevor was going to try to hit Grim with Grim's own move, but he did a twist on it and turned it into a cutter.
I am absolutely impressed by the developments in Trevor Aeon as he's flourished in his career as a athlete, because we're seeing him now at the peak. This is him at his peak. He's up against one of the toughest in the business, the Hitman for Hire, and he is holding his own.
Oh!
Well, that would
was
put
a
me
high,
out. That's
high
it. That put me
rally
out.
driver.
And a kick out. Absolutely shocking. Another kick out there from the Nucleus champion. And I'll tell you what, the Wrestlers Laboratory champion, Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grim, does not know what to do.
And Grim, I guess at this point, has actually kind of accepted the hard fight spirit of Trevor Aeon.
I mean, right now what we're seeing is we were talking about at the beginning of the show. We had a match with intense big guys going at it in a vicious fashion, and again, we're seeing that here tonight in our main event as well. And the Lab is known for these insane, intense matches.
Rolling Death Valley driver by Trevor Aeon goes into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No!
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's found a way to kick out.
And neither men no longer getting frustrated. They gotta I think they realize that the more frustrated they get, the sloppier they get.
I think the emotion level has kind of come down. At the beginning of the match, things were heated, things were tough, words were said. I was right there, I heard them. And now what you're having are athletes coming out of the woodwork to say, oh, I actually have to win this. I have to put this away. How do I get there?
Oh, beautiful power bomb.
That's one way to do it.
Rolling Trevor through. Beautiful knee to Trevor's face. And here comes the offense that Grim needed, scooping him up again for another contract complete. That's got to be it.
That's got to
be 1, 2, 3, and it is it. We have our first ever
Mr. Grim.
There's no debate. There's no question. It happened in the middle of the ring. And that's not to take anything away from the former Nucleus champion, Trevor Aeon. One hell of a competitor. He gave Grim everything he had, just like Grim gave Trevor everything he had. But today, it was just Grim's day. Now what's going to happen? These men started out in a brawl. They started out almost trying to kill each other. What's going to happen now? Is it going to continue, or has some respect been born into both competitors? And Grim extends the hand. Will it be accepted by Trevor? And it is. Respect has been earned. Or maybe not. Trevor is frustrated, rightfully so. Trevor's rightfully justifiably upset. A simple sign of respect was shown, and then he flipped off the new champion. I mean,
this is ridiculous. I don't need your stickers on my stuff. No, I don't. They're stickers. No one wants your stickers.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Somebody's just crabby. Hey, Terrell, how much are your stickers? They're not.
I'm crabby? I'm crabby? Were you watching? I just had a very long night up against some little sea star, okay? I don't need your stuff on my stuff. So if you don't mind, is just shutting up and just sitting here. I don't have to calm down.
No, you can calm down.
I can calm down.
I'm trying to buy something.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
I look grabbed these ones, so they don't pay. Oh, it's fine. These ones are cute, so they're cuter than you.
Actually, none of them are cute. So actually, you can just
Okay, we can
hold.
Hey! Oh no. We can do this in private.
Excuse you!